guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I wanted to show you my planner setup, and as you guys already know, I purchased the Alicia Souza 2024 planner, and after showing you guys my unboxing video, this was the requested video to be made, so that is why I am making this video showing you guys my entire setup. So let's get started. So the first page, I'm gonna be putting a childhood picture of me, and I just put in the personal details that I was okay to share. Obviously I'm going to put in other details later on. The next pages, as you can see, are just list of holidays and just personal information again that I'll probably fill once I complete this video. The next few pages are just an overview of the 2024 and the 2025 calendar, so I just marked the important dates that I wanted to remember in that. So for the next page, which is Space to Grow, I'm using it to write down the best books of 2024. Since I am using this planner for even tracking down my books and reading activity, I personally wanted to use it for this instead of writing down goals and all of that. The next activity, as you guys know, is the letter activity. I love writing a personalized letter for myself every year, so I'm definitely going to do this activity for sure. The next few pages is actually for cutting it out as an envelope for your letter, but I used it to put my vision board. I'll put a separate video in my channel in order to show you guys my vision board in detail and tell you how to make one, so that's the reason I didn't show it much. The next page I'm going to use for my space in order to put down my top 3 goals of the year, which is in the professional, fitness and the personal areas. Next blank page I used to write down the 2024 book list that I have, maybe the books that I really want to read and plan out. And now starts January. So for January, again, I've added some stickers to make it look attractive. The first page is to just write down memories, highlights, and the next page is to have like my video tracker for all my YouTube videos. The next page is again the entire January calendar layout. I've just written down my friend's birthday here, but obviously it's going to fill and get updated gradually. So these are all the pages I'm going to fill gradually on each day and just write down the tasks that I have for the day, my goals for the day, things like that. Then comes my January book tracker. This is such a bad design, I know, but I just wanted to be a little creative, so I drew it on my own. The next page is the monthly tracker, or you can say the habit tracker. For some reason, Alicia Souza decided to just make it one page instead of 2 pages like it always is. So I am personally not a big fan of this year's habit tracker at all because I feel it's very condensed. It also doesn't give you the space to figure out how you've done throughout the month, which is usually there, like how did you do, or just to track your progress. So that was missing in this layout. But anyways, I've just decided to make the best of it. So I wrote down the 4 habits that I wanted to track along with the affirmations and the things that I wanted to remember on a daily basis. The next page is for writing down your to-do activities, maybe minor or random miscellaneous tasks that you want to write down, work tasks, personal tasks, things like that. So I just wrote down a few things that are on my mind right now that I want to complete. So every time I complete it, I'm going to cross it off. So this is a fun way to just kind of recall, and this can act as a checklist whenever you have any random things that you want to complete in your house, maybe household chores, things like that. So this is useful. Next layout is the monthly meal prep layout, and I personally don't use this much because I just cook whatever I feel like during the day. But I just wrote this down because one of my top priorities or my top goals for 2024 is fitness. So I just wanted to write down maybe a few meals that I want to have, maybe a few reminders, things like that. This layout is my absolute favorite in Alicia Souza's planner. It's the wellness tracker where you can log your sleep, if you've exercised or not, and what kind of exercise you've done, and you can also log your mood. So I am using short forms here. So for happy, I'm just going to put an H. For sad, I'm going to put an S. So this is a nice way of tracking how your mood has been throughout the month and to sort of analyze, at the end of the month. And I also wrote down again cute affirmations or thoughts that I wanted to remember every time I am sort of completing this activity. So wellness tracker, I think, is such an important activity. It allows you to track your mood. It allows you to track how you've been sleeping throughout the month. It allows you to also track down what kind of exercise, the form of exercise you've been doing. So again, I'm going to make this a little creative. Probably if I'm happy, I'm going to color that box yellow or orange. If I'm sad or gloomy, maybe I'll color it red or pink. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. So let's see how it goes. So we have reached the end of the month, so the last page is just going to be a list of maybe gratitude or thankful moments that I want to recall and remember. And I wish there were like 3-4 blank pages after every month, but there's only one blank page, which is again I think one drawback that I felt personally in the planner. The last few pages right at the end, I am using these blank pages to write down the best books of 2024, and the pocket or the folder part of the planner, I'm using it to store thank you notes or handwritten notes from my friends. Lovita gifted me that postcard from Factor Notes and I'm in love with that postcard, so I put that. The other blank pages I'm going to be using to write down affirmations and probably journal a little bit. So that was it. This was my entire January setup. I hope this inspired you in some way to be productive. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Lots of love. Bye.
Thank you.